Hi, my name is Jenny Seibert, and I'm going to be talking about 3 different infographics. They all help explain air pollution. The first 2 infographics I found online and will be analyzing by their accuracy, their audience, the appropriateness, and the attractiveness of the design. The third infographic that I will share with you, I created myself, and I will go over why I made the changes I did, along with the thinking process that went into designing it. Infographics make it easier to educate people and to help them understand. The infographics I use are all about air pollution, including health and economic risks to help fight air pollution. Let's take a look at infographic number 1. This one is called Our Health and Economies at Risk. In big font at the top, you can see that it reads, Death in the Air, which I think is a great attention grabber. It's easy to read and it's a startling statement. It has nice colors and not too much going on in the image to be overwhelming. The infographic is created and made by what I believe to be a creative thinker. It's very easy to follow and read from top to bottom. The next thing my eyes jump to is air pollution costs money and lives, which is another big statement. In small, light font, it gives a big description that it's kind of hard to read here, but I'll read it for you. It says, air pollution has emerged as the 4th leading risk factor for deaths worldwide. While pollution-related deaths mainly strike young children and the elderly, these deaths also result in lost labor income for working men and women. The loss of life is tragic, and the cost to the economy is substantial. So it has nice little pictures here that show the percentage of deaths globally by risk factor, and it says that 1 in 10 deaths worldwide is attributed to air pollution exposure. The information is accurate, attractive, and has an appropriate design. Infographic number 2 is labeled Your Lungs Will Thank You Later, and this was made by the American Lung Association and focuses on the health risks of air pollution and what you can do to limit pollution. I don't like this infographic as much as I did the first one because the colors are really dark and I just don't love that overall design. In big font, the first thing you read is, are you at risk from air pollution? Doesn't it catch the reader's eye or make you want to keep reading? I would say that this is a critical thinker because it is made by the American Lung Association and it's focusing on health risks and things you can do to prevent it. It's very preventative and factual. Gives facts saying 131 million people live where air gets an F. Well, to the reader, that makes little to no sense. What does an F mean? Yeah, I just don't think it explains it well enough. It has a very long list of what breathing air pollution could do to you, including premature death, asthma, heart attack, and many more awful things. I do not think it is appropriate or attractive. I want to use the CRAP test to evaluate this infographic. It's not very current, but it's relevant. Has good credentials, making the authority good, but not very accurate because it wasn't supported or reviewed. I think it is purposeful because it gives great information to the public. Based on the CRAP evaluation, I think that, like I said, the author was a critical thinker because they followed a step-by-step process. Now, infographic number 3 is the one that I made. I think it is very detailed. I wanted to have a lot of information on it, so I pulled information from both infographics and kept that catchy title, Death is in the Air. I was hoping that the Death in the Air title would appeal to the audience ethos, really capturing their attention and emotion. I included a little picture of air pollution and tried to make it look more natural and not as cartoonish. I used my critical thinking process to make my infographic, and I broke it up into 4 different sections. So the first one, how does air pollution affect me? And then I gave a list of what it can do to your health, and then not to mention all it does to our environment. So that goes into the next part. The next part is air pollution in the environment. It says air pollution has harmful effects on the environment, including acid rain, haze, and effects on our wildlife. The third part is examples, where I just list briefly car emission, chemicals from factories, dust, mold, and smog. Then the last one, what can I do to limit air pollution? And it just gives examples, including you can build a tree, lower your use of air conditioning and heating, ride a bike instead of driving a car, create a greenhouse, turn off your lights, and test for radon levels. So that is what I did to make mine, and I did this because I was thinking my audience is people who know little about air pollution but want to know more. And that is how I did it with those 4 broken up groups. My background is mostly white, making it easy to read and attractive to the eye. Thank you for watching and listening to my spiel on infographics and about air pollution. Hopefully you will know a little bit more about what you can do to help the environment and yourself.